Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Well, we're back here at Freehold Hyundai in Freehold, New Jersey to check out yet another new Palisade trim. We'll be going through all of these trims as they hit the dealership. This one fresh off the truck. It is a 26 Hyundai Palisade Limited all-wheel drive. Creamy white is the color, light gray leather interior. Not the best color combo, but you can't be picky when you're looking for these vehicles coming off the truck. This is the way they're being shipped for dealer stock. So if you're in the market for this midsize 3-row, the Limited now, we saw the SEL convenience. The Limited's $5 more in MSRP, bringing you a lot more amenities on the inside. Maybe this is the way you would want to rock going down the road. You can let me know as we go through this SUV. So let's dig in. The front end of this Limited in the creamy white. Again, the same vibe on the front end with a total redesign, kind of bringing it in line with Santa Fe, Kona, and the other redesigned Hyundai models. You let me know what you like, what you dislike about this front end, but we're going to go with a full spread of LED lighting. We're going to have that big squared off grille in gloss black with some chrome accents as we come around to the wheel and tire package. Well, it's a 20-inch machined aluminum alloy wheel, Hyundai badge on the center cap. Wheels are wrapped in Kumho Majesty Solus all-season tires, not my favorite. 255 on the width of 50 series sidewall 20s. All four corners, all-wheel drive. Moving on out, there is the creamy white paint on this newly redesigned Palisade. Gloss black around the wheel wells and the door sills. As we come in closer, we're going to have color match side view mirror cap with some gloss black in and around your LED turn signals with 360-degree view cameras, color match front and rear door handle, left side fuel filler cap. Up top, we're going to have the color matched roof, gloss black shark fin antenna, brushed aluminum on the roof rails with a sunroof, and then over the back, we're going to have the roof spoiler coming off the top, the wiper tucked up underneath that roof spoiler to clean up the back end, protect that wiper from the elements in car washes, and then a full spread of LED lighting in the back. The Hyundai Palisade right in the middle of the tailgate, and of course that's in brushed aluminum, H-track on the bottom right for all-wheel drive, and then gloss black on the rear bumper with our exhaust tucked up underneath the right side of the vehicle. Under the hood of this 26 Palisade, we do have a power plant change. Out is the 3.8-liter V6. In is the 3.5-liter naturally aspirated V6 engine, mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission. 287 horsepower, 260 pound-feet of torque, can still tow up to 5,000 pounds. MPGs, 18 in the city, 24 on the highway, 20 combined. The engine's minimum octane rating is 87. So you can run this on regular unleaded gas. Before we get into the interior, you're going to want to know, Mike, how much? Well, here we go. Base price for the 26 Palisade Limited all-wheel drive, $51,270. This vehicle's got a few options on it, which we'll check out when we go through the window sticker. Once we add those in and a destination and delivery charge of $1,495 from Hyundai's Ulsan, Korea assembly plant, we have a total vehicle MSRP from the factory of $53,925. And then for those who are interested, there is no import fee attached to this vehicle. So let's check out the interior. Starting with the driver door panel, we're going to go with this white upper in this soft touch material with the stitching, 2 memory seat settings, more white on the armrest. You got to be very careful with this light color for staining, so keep it clean. Brushed aluminum around the switch gear with power fold side view mirrors in and out. Down below, good sized door pocket. As we come into the foot box, we have a large dead pedal brake and accelerator. We do have a gray plastic Palisade door sill plate to welcome the vehicle. That should be aluminum. Full power for the driver and the front passenger, and then the light gray, almost white leather seats with the stitching and the perforation. Again, will stain very easily. Be very careful. Bolstering feels firm. Headrest feels soft. Front passenger door panel, same action as the driver, but you don't get memory seat settings. At over 53 grand, we should have memory seats for the front passenger. And we're going to have this darker gray soft touch with the brushed aluminum trim, open pore wood design on the insert, and then of course this really light gray or almost white plastic into the heat and air vent. And then down further, we do have a larger area as far as your glove box. And then right in here, you have a rubberized area to slide your phone. Can't really see it until you get down there. So I like the way they have that hidden and out of the way. Now, as we come on over, here's the latest and greatest 12.3-inch infotainment system, wireless CarPlay, Android Auto, built-in nav with great pinch to zoom. And I love the way they have this fully integrated into the dash, nothing stuck on like an iPad. I think that was a smart move by Hyundai to do that. And you can still control it down here with these switches. So if I want to go to home, I can go to home, and now I have my tiles, my map, my Sirius XM, HD, AM, FM, Sirius XM, Bluetooth music, all right there. We have the Bose Centerpoint sound system in here, so that's a good deal. We can go back. We have our trailer app. We have our phone projection, your seats, your weather, your setup, valet mode, right? HD radio data, your online manual, all that is right here. You can adjust your seats from right here with your heated and ventilated seats right there. You can do it right here if you want to do that. You come back out and we can go to our setup, and then you get your vehicle navigation, sound, user profiles, all that stuff is going to be here on this menu. You can go to our vehicle. You have our climates, you have your lights, you can pop in there. And then from here, you got your customizable ambient lighting right here, where you can go ahead and take it off, link to drive mode, or you can link it to drive mode. You take it off, link to drive mode, then you can go into color, select the color mode, or you can go in, spin your finger around the wheel, select a custom color, set that, and then you're good to go. Just like that, and then you're good to go. And then we can come back out. We've already seen the seats. We've already seen our climate. So nicely done. Now, if we go to reverse, there's our large backup camera with 360 degrees, and you can go ahead and get the trajectory going. You can spin your vehicle around if you want to do that, or you can see different views up here as well, depending on what you may want to see. I hit the windshield wipers by accident, so that's what that's all about. And it's driving me crazy now. There we go. Now we can go back to park, and I can turn these wipers off. So there you go. I think they did a great job on that. Down further, again, all of your buttons to work your infotainment system with a couple of heat and air vents and four-way hazards, volume, tuning knob, hill descent control, parking sensors, parking cameras. Right there on the left side, auto vehicle hold, drive modes, which we'll check out when we go through the dash. Down further, we have two heat and air vents, dual climate control with three-stage heated seats, three-stage ventilated seats, and a heated steering wheel. Same thing for the front passenger, heated ventilated seats. Underneath this floating center console, a rubberized area to store more stuff with a 12-volt. So they got you set there. On top of the floating center console, 3 USB-Cs, 2 charging USB-Cs, a wireless charging pad, 2 cup holders, and your key fob. Lock, unlock, remote start, panic button. They got you all set. And then a huge center armrest, nice and soft. We open that up, and we have a much larger area for storage underneath. The Palisade Limited steering wheel, it is in white leather. Oh, is this going to get dirty? With 10 and 2 notches and cross-stitched. 4 dots for Morse code for the Hyundai H. Round bottom wheel, but I have plenty of room to get in and out of this Palisade. Flat black on the switchgear on the left here. You're going to have your adaptive cruise, safety suite controls on the right. Telephone, voice commands, favorites, modes for infotainment system, and volume. We do have paddles, go up and down this 8-speed automatic manually if you would like. On the left side, here's your headlights, turn signals, and high beams. Drowsy driver detection camera in the center. Front and rear wiper on the right. Over here on the left, brighten dim the dash, pop the tailgate, engine out, stop, start, on or off. Tow mode, electric brake, traction control off. And then we have a manual tilting and telescoping wheel. And the gear shift in this vehicle, it is right out of Ioniq 9. Your push button start is right on the gear shift. To go to drive, step on the brake, twist the outside portion 2 clicks, towards the dash, you're in drive. 1 click back towards you, neutral. 2 clicks back towards you, reverse. And to go back to park, push the end of it in, and you're back to park. And then we have our 12.3-inch fully digital instrument cluster. Let's take a look at our drive modes, where we have Sport, Custom, Eco, Normal, and then if you push this button, it says Drive or Terrain. Now we're on Terrain. We have snow, mud, and sand. Then we can go back to Drive. And I think we'll just stick it in Normal for now. And then you can also go through additional information, left to right. Then you have some pages, submenus underneath. So nice and easy to work, and it's nice and clear. And since we do have the digital instrument cluster and the 360-degree view cameras in this limited trim, when you turn left or right, your blind spot cameras come on, so you can see if there's anybody there before you make a turn. That's a great safety feature. More manufacturers should emulate. Overhead console, you have your SOS button in case there's an emergency on the road. Hyundai Blue Link, in case you want to call Hyundai or hook the vehicle up with your smartphone. And now, if you want your LED dome light to come on and off and you open and close the door, this button right here remains off. So when you open the door, lighting comes on, close the door, lighting will dim out. Now we have our standard sunroof up front. Move the shade back with your hand, and then right here, glass goes back, wind buffeter comes up, then you can close her on up, and if you want to tilt it, you can push that button up towards the roof and tilt, and then you can close that up. Now the rear button, that's for the twin panel shade, and the shade will open or the shade will close, but the glass is fixed. Rear view mirror frameless with HomeLink and auto dim. Sun visor with vanity and an LED light. Does it slide? Yes, it does. And we do have the premium headliner in here as well. Very, very soft. Getting into the mid-row of this Palisade, but first the rear door panel. We have the same color combo with the security shades right back here. So I like the consistency of design front to back, same use of materials. I have the seat set for my driving position, so we'll hop on in. There we go. Nice and easy to get into. May have to duck a little bit, believe it or not, if you're more than 5'10", because these captain's chairs fit a little bit higher up, sit a little bit higher up than the front seats. But once I'm in at 5'11", plenty of room for my head, shoulders, and knees. Then I have the leather, then I have plastic, and then I have a seat pocket behind the driver and the front passenger. Not in love with the bare plastic on a limited trim. Then we have USB-Cs in the back of each front seat with a home power source right in the middle. And we have our little garbage container right in here. And up in the roof is where you have your rear climate with 3-stage ventilated seats and 3-stage heated seats for both mid-row captain's chairs, with plenty of lighting and plenty of heat and air vents in the roof as well. The captain's chairs themselves, they have the same leather color combo, right? The light gray with the perforation, feel good. Then our armrests, it could be a little bit thicker, but at least they don't ratchet. But overall, pretty comfortable here in the mid-row captain's chair. Getting in row number 3, we're right on the base of the captain's chair. There's a button, you hit it, and it moves forward and out of the way. So now you can get on in to row number 3. And I do like the fact that we have the same color combo here in row number 3. Not the same material. This is not leather, feels like a leatherette or an Hyundai H-Tex. And then you have the perforation here in the back. But back here, what I really like, you got the 2 cup holders, but back here you go, your power recline and the power front to back. I'm going to show you that here in a second. And then 3-stage heated seats for both 3rd row outboard seats and a USB-C. So that's a nice deal. And then on the other side, on the left side, the same deal. The USB-C, the cup holders, the recline, and the heated seats. So if I want to recline this, it'll go back or it'll come forward. Not a lot, but a little. There we go. And then we can slide her forward or back. So that's pretty nice. And if you're back here and somebody gets out without letting you out, well, you got your escape hatch button right here on the back of the seat back. You just hit that, push it forward with your foot, and you can get on it. Getting in the cargo area of this Palisade, well, it's power lift gate. You can pop it from the dash. You have a hands-free option, or you can come to the back, and right underneath the S in Palisade, there's a button. You hit it, beeps a couple of times. Nice electric assist on the way up. Nice electric assist on the way down using this button. Now with all rows up, 19.1 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of this newly redesigned Palisade. Underneath here, we have more storage, as you can see, with a jack, which means underneath the vehicle behind the tow hitch is where you have the spare. So thank you, Hyundai, for the spare. And now, what do we got over here on the left side? We got some tie downs, and we got a 12 volt back here in case we need one. And then we can power lower the third row and the mid row. And we can power back up the third row. And we can move the third row in and out. So if I want more room, look at this. I can move the third row forward if nobody's sitting in it. But I don't need to put them all the way down. I can move them forward like that. And now I got myself some little extra space back here if I need it. So I do like that. Or I can bring them on back and give the person in the third row more leg room if I want. Just like that. Here it comes back. Now if I want to put it down, that's pretty simple. It's one touch down. And it moves forward first if you have them set in the farthest back position, and then the headrests fall and down they go. And now if you don't have anybody in the third row, you're going to get 46.3 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of this Limited. Then you can drop the mid row by just hitting the button, down they go, hit the button, down they go, but they don't power back up. You'll have to move those back up manually. But with all the rows down, 86.7 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of this Palisade Limited. Window sticker, here we go, 2026 Palisade Limited all-wheel drive. Government safety ratings aren't complete yet. Creamy white, gray. Standard features. More standard features. Then the extra options. Total vehicle MSRP, $53,925. Fuel economy estimates. Made by Hyundai in Korea. Take this baby out for a spin. All right, we're out on the road in this 2026 Palisade Limited. And probably some of you are wondering, Mike, how come you didn't do a calligraphy? Well, you know what? Every other YouTube channel on the planet, the first Palisade review they did was a calligraphy trim. So YouTube is inundated with 26 Palisade calligraphy reviews. And I wanted to be a little different. So I started with the SEL Convenience. And now we're here with the Limited, and I'm looking to grab myself an SEL Premium next. There's plenty of calligraphies to go watch. Maybe I'll do one eventually, but that's my thinking, right? I'm trying to be original and just not do yet another calligraphy trim that everybody else has already done. But great visibility out of all the glass in this Limited trim. Big side view mirrors, blind spot monitoring, cross traffic alert, lane keep assist, pre-collision, all that action in here for safety. We have LED lighting up front and out back for safety. And I got all the bells and whistles in here I'm going to want. I don't know what else they can do with the calligraphy, probably massage seats and stuff like that. But I got the newest and latest and greatest 12.3-inch system, wireless CarPlay, Android Auto, heated ventilated seats, heated steering wheel, dual climate, wireless charging, USB-C's up the yin-yang up here. I got surround view cameras. I got heated third row seats with reclining seats in the third row, sliding seats in the third row, and in the mid row captain's chairs. I mean, this thing has got everything you need in a vehicle and then some. I don't know why anybody would need to spend almost 60 on the calligraphy when 54, basically rounded up, is what this limited costs. From the factory, that is. Very soft on the suspension. We're in normal mode, and it's very soft. And this is what this vehicle is. It's a front-wheel drive biased, all-wheel drive people hauler that's going to get you and your family, your friends, and your gear from point A to point B comfortably. And that's what this thing does. Now, the turning radius in here, 19.6 feet. Not bad, but not great. But it gets right around. Now, we'll try out our sport mode. And we'll go to our manual shifting. And we'll see what we can do. It's okay, right? I mean, it's not designed for sport mode or paddles or honing. It's a big SUV, and it is big, and it's open and it's airy. But you can use the sport mode if you want. You can use the paddles if you want. But for me, this is going to be a normal drive mode. Soften it up. Enjoy the long haul. And that's what I think this vehicle is all about at the end of the day. Very smooth on the road. And that's it. That's it. The question becomes for you guys, what do you think about this redesign on the Palisade? It's a big departure from the outgoing one. You know, a lot different. I'm telling you, it looks a lot like a Range Rover to me. I mean, I mentioned that in the first review, but it really does. It looks a lot like a Range Rover. It's up to you whether you're going to like that action or whether you like the previous design better. But overall, right, we got a more modern power plant in here. I can see the change. That doesn't really bother me. You know, you lose a little bit less horsepower and torque, but not much. You still can tow the same. But you let me know what you would do. Do you like this Palisade? You want to go for it? If so, what 26 are you going to go for? And no, if you don't like the Palisade, you're going to take a look at the Telluride or maybe some other mid-size 3-row SUV that gets you V6 power. Because not all of them do. So you let me know, put it in the comments. But I do want to thank Freehold Hyundai here in Freehold, New Jersey for allowing the channel access to this brand new 2026 Hyundai Palisade Limited with all-wheel drive in creamy white for a review today. I'd like to thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also consider subscribing and turning on that notification bell so you never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you on a rebound. Take care, everyone.